church family, Miss Michelle here, and we are going to be talking about prayer. And today I wanted to talk about big picture, what is prayer and what are some ways that we can pray. So first off, prayer. What is prayer? Prayer is basically just a fancy way to talk about talking to God, just like we might talk with our parents or brothers or sisters or neighbors or friends. We can talk to God. And just like there are different ways that we can talk to our parents and brothers and sisters and neighbors and friends, there's different ways that we can talk to God. And all of them are great. All of them are okay because He wants to have a relationship with you. He wants to talk to you and He wants you to talk to Him. So, we're going to talk about prayer today. Now that we've talked about what prayer is, I'm going to ask my friends Sam I Am and his friend who he's trying to get to eat green eggs and ham to help me to explain one of the big things that I like to remember when I talk to God. Most of you have probably already read this book, and so you kind of know what it's about. Sam I Am is trying to get his friend to eat green eggs and ham, and his friend does not want to eat green eggs and ham. But then finally at the end, he tries green eggs and ham. I'm going to read some of it to you. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I Am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat. And I will eat them in the rain and in the dark and on a train and in a car and in a tree. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I Am. Now, Sam I Am is not actually talking about prayer, but when I read this book, it makes me think about something that is very true about God. And talking with God is that God is everywhere, and so I can talk to Him anywhere. The big word for this is omnipresent. Now, kids, it's a big word, and you may not have heard that one before, but it's an important word, and I know you can learn it and understand it and say it. You know, Christmas, presents, birthdays, presents. It's the same word, omnipresent. Omni means all, present, not meaning we get presents all the time, but present as in He is present with us. He is everywhere. And so because He is always everywhere, I can pray to Him anywhere, and He's listening, and I can hear Him. So because God is omnipresent, I can talk to Him anywhere. I'm going to tell you a story. So my friend Georgia, she was learning to ride a bike, and she was just out in the street, and she was a little scared. I don't know if you've ever tried to learn how to ride a bike, but it can be a little scary. And so when she was hopping on that bike and she was a little afraid, by the way, she told me this after, she said, Miss Michelle, I jumped on the bike, I said a little prayer, God, will you help me? And you know what? It wasn't easy. She did fall off a couple times, but she rode the bike. And at the end of it, she said, thank you, God. I was able to ride the bike. You know what? God is out in front of George's house. God is out in front of your house. God is everywhere, so we can pray to Him anywhere. Now that we've talked about that, one of the wonderful parts of God, that He is omnipresent, two ways that we can pray to God. And remember, there's so many different ways that we can be talking to God. Just like I can say something quick to my kids, like, hey, come here. Or I can sit down and talk with them for quite a while. Same thing with God. So two kind of quicker ways that we can talk to God anywhere. One way is people call it popcorn prayer. You know, like when you eat popcorn. Have you ever seen popcorn pop, like in a pan or in a popcorn machine? It kind of goes like pop, pop, pop. It's real fast, right? So what Georgia did, that's an example of a popcorn prayer. It's just real quick. Maybe it's a thank you. Thank you, God, for helping me ride this bike. Or, hey, I need help, God. Or, my friend over there is sad. Will you please help my friend not be sad? It's kind of a quick, and just as you're walking along and going about your day, He cares about all of those things. So popcorn prayer is one way, one of many ways we can talk with God. Another way is giving ourselves reminders. So in my house, in the Hare household, we have a whole bunch of different kinds of mugs. And the reason why we have different mugs is it reminds us of different people that we know and we love. So for example, I have this mug from California. So anytime I see it or drink out of my California mug, it reminds me to be praying for my family and the people that I love in California. I've seen people wear bracelets. I've seen people write notes to remind themselves, or a picture on their mirror. But giving yourself some sort of a reminder to remind you to be praying either for someone or about something. And again, it can be a thank you, it can be a please, just that you're talking with God. So thanks for tuning in today, and I can't wait to talk to you more about prayer in our next videos.